Hello, my good friend. Did you miss me? I missed you. I didn't miss this raider. In fact, most of my shots landed pretty squarely. Now, their life and physical possessions belong to me. This house also belongs to me. And in it are a collection of mentally impaired serfs who bang rocks together. This world, however, does not belong to me. It belongs to Space Satan. Welcome back to the medieval colony. In our last video, a few people died. I've already forgotten their names and I moved on with my day. That's the secret to recovering from loss in life. You just decide you don't care and everything will be better. In today's video, I'm gonna demonstrate how to use the power of friendship to solve all of your problems. First, we open a wall. Walls only exist to divide us from each other, so we get rid of them. Second, we run away from the ancient murder machines with laser cannons and scissor hands. Then, we run inside and tell our friends outside to make the bad people go away. If you're lucky, some of them might die in the process, so you can take their stuff. I, however, am not lucky. Failure taunts me at every turn. I have a heat wave and an enormous forest fire completely unrelated to one another. Luckily, the pouring rains arrived several minutes after I put out the flames. This is what I imagine living in California is like. Except, you know, I haven't been groped by a homeless man on the subway in the last 30 minutes. You may have noticed we have a couple of new faces. Ida is a new addition to the colony. Schmitty is a wandering refugee who will be leaving soon, which is great because apparently she's a carrier for the bubonic plague. And, like a genital wart, she's graciously shared it with all of her housemates. Randall, can I call you Randall? Randall, I don't know who pissed in your Cheerios, but I'ma need you to stop real quick, bud. The flu or a flash storm? That feels like normal RNG. 4 people catching the Black Death? That feels malicious. And petty. At least Cassandra only slapped me in the face from time to time. You're just straight up dragging your sack across my face. And don't get me wrong, I love the flavor of salt and vinegar. I just don't want it on every single meal you serve me. Don't worry, everyone's fine. Except Sheila. Sheila is very not fine. The herbal medicine I grew is somehow powerless against the disease that hollowed out Europe. I'm not even upset anymore. Farewell, Sheila. Return to your boyfriend, whose name I've completely forgotten. I can't remember where I buried him, so I'm gonna leave this hole right here. Oh yeah, I didn't bury him, he got eaten by the dog. Maniotin, on the other hand, he's gonna be a close one. Ida ain't doing real great either. Luckily, everyone managed to pull through. Everyone whose first name isn't something stupid like Sheila. Ain't that right, Schmitty? Having endured the deadly virus with minimal casualties, it was time to recruit again. And as luck would have it, a doctor named Jerk was applying to join the Chaotic Knights. There was one condition. He was covered in bug juices and was running from waves of insectoids who thought he was prime breeding material. In exchange for his services, I have to protect his holes. We accept. And while I was preparing for Jerk's invertebrate lovers, someone named Coco asked me for help. We don't know who she is, where she's from, or what's chasing her, but my curiosity is morbid and my interest is piqued. Get in here, Coco. Make yourself cozy. You're a great reader who runs fast and likes pain, which explains why you decided to piss off a pack of fucking cobras. Cobras, Coco, the venomous kind. What the fuck do you mean you goaded them? How do you taunt a horde of snakes into chasing you for miles? Remind them that they're fleshlights with teeth? Did you sing "Happy and You Know It" at them? Luckily, this gives me a chance to show off the defenses I've been preparing. Turns out, you can dig trenches in this mod, and they really slow people down, even if they don't got legs. It works pretty great too. Look at that. My cow got so excited it pooped out a baby. At long last, the insects have arrived, and they're tunneling into Maria's bedroom. I learned from my mistakes last episode. This time, we're going to play things carefully. Insectoids can end an entire run if you're not careful enough, so we're going to work smarter, not harder, by placing all of these traps in the hallway. That should help. Oh, wow, there's a lot of you. You folks sit tight, I'll be right with you. Gray, get the wall down and scurry your ass to safety. That one was fucking determined. Okay, now for the rest. They're breaking my shit. They're not even coming out, they're just sitting there. Could you not? Come on, boys, through the tunnel, single file. Line up, everyone into the kill box. The last of the stragglers went pretty quickly. I've gotten better at using choke points from my last series. Some pretty nasty wounds on those 3, but otherwise, we're looking pretty solid. Get these corpses gone. I need to collect the bug jelly. Gray's gonna bleed out if she doesn't get some help. Luckily, we have a whole-ass doctor who can help now. Get in there, jerk. Be useful. A few days went by. The second wave of the little nasties showed up. Now, remember what we learned earlier. Friendship is magic. Friendship is what separates us from animals. And this door is what separates me from man-eating insects. And now we let the men, whose names sound very made up, handle the problem for me. The problem has been solved. Friendship got slimy goo all over my bedroom, but it also got the bugs out of my house. I turned to the south after letting the rich people solve my issues. After sending 2 hives of insectoids to my house and killing Sheila with the bubonic plague, Randy sent me a sign. A sign that maybe, just maybe, things wouldn't stay so bad. Maybe he wasn't the murderous, vile fiend that I thought he was. Maybe this was proof that beneath the back-to-back lightning storms, heat strokes, and mountains of corpses, Randy truly did care. On the off chance he doesn't, I'm building a stone barn for my animals. I just need to demolish these ancient remnants of humanity to make room. I'm sick of the raids. I'm sick of the manhunters. But above all else, I'm sick of having my heart broken, Randy. At some point, I was offered a quest by a guy named Coley. A mech cluster. What do you mean a... No. Fuck yourself with a razor wire dildo, mate. I'm not doing that. I will still have to deal with mech hives despite the fact I'm living in the Dark Ages. That does not bode well for me or my odds of survival. Believe me when I tell you, I'm clenched real good. Oh nice, some traders are in town. Fucking boars, can you not? Can you not? Okay, great news. The royal family has declared that if I protect them, I get good boy points. We must protect the inbred rich people. From like 5 dudes with sticks. That one brought a snack. Oh, the honey is combat stims. Oh. Even with the performance-enhancing drugs, they died pretty easily. Your visit's over. Give me my brownie points. Come on, new friend. You've got a lot wrong with you. Laying on the floor with no furniture should help sort you out. Your mood is pretty low, so I'm gonna give you some decor to play with. There we go. That's comfy living right there. Randy, no. Please, no more. I'm so fucking tired of these dire boars. This forest sucks. Everything here exists solely to bring me sorrow and misery. Yeah, dude? That's what we're doing today. Really. Gray gets to sit here and manage your little outburst. Are you happy? You absolute burden. I invite you to my home and this is how you repay me? I'll harvest you, don't tempt me. You're worth at least 1,000 silver, bitch. Wait, Castillo, you don't want to go out there. There are dire boars. Oh god, she's throwing hands with the rat. Castillo's berserk rage has come to an end. Yeah, no shit. That rat is just prancing around her body right now. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I rebuilt the door and threw her back in her cell. Hopefully that little tantrum got it all out of her system. Oh, jeez. There's a dare fighting the boars. I think that one there stepped in a trap at some point. Oh god, the dare gives no shits. That's brutal. It's so cute, but so violent. I think that's the last boar. I don't want this thing outside my house when it's done. If it hunts man-eating pigs, it will absolutely eat my colonists. Manyotin just needs to soften it up. Get it to the bleed-out stage and run inside. Oh shit, it's pissed. Back inside. Alright, it's pretty dizzy from all the blood loss. I sent Manyotin to finish the job. Thank God it decided to fight the dire boars. Arrows literally bounce off this thing's skull. That's terrifying. It makes a little spark and everything. I think things are finally back to normal. Okay, so while I go clean that up, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and consider subscribing to this channel. If you want to help support what I do here, Patreon links are down below. Speaking of which, a huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. You guys are the dares that maul all of my dire boars. More content on the way, so stay tuned. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all next time.